Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're going to be looking at something really special from Regal Robot, and it's their new Regal Icons special effects line, where they're celebrating people behind the scenes and icons of special effects by making them into these awesome bronze style busts. And it's so fitting that the first icon that they make is the legendary Phil Tippett. And as we all know, Phil Tippett's worked on some of the most amazing franchises like Jurassic Park, RoboCop, and of course, Star Wars. However, this is its own line. This is not a part of Regal Robot's Star Wars line, and in fact, it's an officially licensed piece directly with Phil Tippett. And I love how this Regal Icons line continues to grow beyond Star Wars, beyond Indiana Jones, now into these Icons of FX line. And I really love this new Regal Icons line because it's not really like the traditional collectible, right? It's more of like a decor. It's really kind of a great way to sneak in some of these like nerdy, geeky things that we love into your home without it looking, like a collectible. Because these are actually sculpted with that classical detail that just gives it that, bronze style that you would get from an art piece. And although these are all made out of resin, they really do look like bronze. Like the bronze finish, the layered patina just really gives it that classical texture detail. And I love how you can see kind of the tool marks and the bronze styling that just makes it look like a real art piece. And of course, Regal Robot did an amazing job at capturing Phil Tippett's likeness, and it's just uncanny. It is beautiful. Now, this Phil Tippett statue is about 7 inches tall, and the weight feels really nice. And what's really crazy about this sculpture is that it's only $49, similar to the Tarkin and the Princess Leia that came out a couple weeks ago. Now, these are already in production and are expected to ship by the end of the year, and you could pre-order them right now on regalrobot.com. And I really just want to give you a really good up-close look at this because, like I said, they just did such a fantastic job that it's so detailed. And like I said, the likeness is just wild. I mean, it looks just like Phil Tippett, and I'm just blown away by how great this sculpt looks. Now, I also want to show you what it looks like next to some of the maquettes, just so you could get a sense of scale. Here it is next to the Jabba that just came out, and of course some of the previous Jabba the Hutts, and of course Max Rebo there. I try to put them next to some of the maquettes or prop replicas that Phil has made over the years for Regal Robot. That way you could see how cool it looks kind of integrated into your Star Wars collection. And here it is with the chess set. Looks so cool in there. It's like really such a cool tribute to Phil Tippett and all of his work. And like I said, it just incorporates into your collection, whether you're putting it with all your other Star Wars stuff or just somewhere in the rest of your house. This is just such a great piece. Man, I'm just speechless. I mean, this is such a cool piece. Now, I also collect some stuff from like Jurassic Park, so I definitely want to check it out next to some of the Jurassic Park pieces, but before we do that, let's look at it next to some of the other Regal Icons busts that have come out, which is Tarkin over here, which Peter Cushing's likeness, and of course the Princess Leia right here on the left. And again, this is becoming just its own line of collectibles, and they are all beautiful. Now, here it is next to some of my Jurassic Park stuff. I have some prop replicas from Jurassic Park. Of course, a little AT-AT because, of course, Phil worked on those as well. But like I said, Phil's worked on so many different movies, so it's just such a great tribute. I'm so happy that Regal Robot made him the first bust in this line. So guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this review and close-up look at Regal Robot's latest addition to their Regal Icons FX line. And like I said, this is available right now, so go to regalrobot.com and you could pre-order it right now for $49. And don't forget to join the Uniquely Regal Robot fan group on Facebook.